Hello everyone, welcome back. In this video, we are going to see the concept of set, the last data structure. So, it is also a data structure like others in whatever we have seen in list, dictionary or tuple, same. Only difference is that it is an unordered collection. It is written here, see, it is an unordered collection data type that is iterable. Iterable means just like list or tuple, but it is an unordered. This is the first difference. Second is it is mutable, just like list or dictionary it is mutable, only tuple is immutable. But another important thing is that it does not have any duplicate element. Okay, this is the basic difference. In all other data structures you have seen that you can add same number again and again, but in set you can't. That means set does not allow duplication. Okay, and others like add and all these things are there. Actually the thing is that this set data structure is similar to the mathematical set. That is the reason why there is union, intersection, these concepts are also there. If you remember, in school life we have learned about the set theory, and there we are finding that this is, suppose this is one set and this is another set, and this portion is the intersection of set, which is the common, and union is the whole. That mathematical concept is also used here, and it can be used with the help of same again this particular bracket, which is curly braces, which is same as dictionary maybe you are thinking, but in dictionary we are giving key value pair, but in set we are only passing the values like this. Okay, so let us first of all create. That will be better. Whenever we do practical, it will be much easier to understand. Okay, so first of all create a set. Now if you want to create an empty set, suppose S1, don't do this because this will create a dictionary. So an empty set will be created with the help of set. It is a predefined function. This is how you can create an empty set, a predefined function. Now you can add elements, because I have already told you that set is immutable. That means you can change. That means you can add, remove everything. So add is a function with the help of which you can add element. But this add will add one element. Add one element only. If you print, you will get only this one. S1 dot, suppose add, you can add just like suppose my name. This will also add this element one by one. But hold on, see, I told you not duplicate not allowed. So suppose I want to try again 2.4, not giving any error, but print S1 not added. Second times 2.5 not added, because set allows only unique element. This is the example. If you want to try again to add the same element, it will not add. Okay, if you want to add multiple element, add multiple element, then not add is the function. So in that situation the function is update. With the help of the update you can add more than one element like this, and any type, as just like list, dictionary or whatever, any type you can add, like float, integer, anything, string, it's your choice. See, and you notice another thing, I already told you it is an unordered. In whatever manner I am passing these values, I am not getting the output in the same manner. I have passed 3, 5.7, then India, then this one, but whenever I am getting the output, I am getting all the strings at a later position and all the numbers at a first position. So it is actually an unordered. This does not mean that all the strings will be in the last position and all the numbers. That does not mean any ascending or descending order, nothing. See, no ascending or descending order maintained. That is the reason why it is called unordered list. No order is maintained. And as it is unordered, so indexing or slicing is also not possible, because whatever manner you are giving the values, you are not getting the output in the same manner. Then how the things will be there, that indexing or slicing? What will be the index? Because whenever you are passing this 2.5, this is at 0 position, but whenever you are getting the answer, yes, this is at 0 position, but this 3 is at the 1 position, but you have passed this Moshita before this 3, so position was not proper, not clear. So if you want to do this indexing, it will show you an error saying that does not support indexing. Okay, so indexing, slicing, all these things are not applicable in set. Okay, but as it is mutable, so you can add some element, so you can remove also. So for removing, remove is a function with the help of which you can remove an particular object. See, 2.4 has been removed, and pop is again these things. I think you can find the similarity with list or dictionary. Pop will by default remove any element. Here actually it is removing the first element, not last element. Be very careful about this. It will remove the first element. In set, it is just opposite of list. Okay, and other functions like max, mean or len, those are the Python functions. Those will be again applicable to set also. If you let me create two set, I want to show you something actually. Suppose s1 equal to some numbers only, pass some number. This is s1, s2, some numbers I am passing. This is two set. Now max or mean, all this function can also be applied. Max of s1 will be 6, max of s2 will be whatever. This will be applicable. Now I want to show you one example. Suppose my question is find elements in a given set that are not in another set. This is my question. Find elements in a given set that are not in another set. That is the reason I have taken two set. Suppose I have two set s1 and s2. My question is find those elements which are in suppose s1 but not in s2. Also find those elements which are in s2 but not in s1. Okay, this is the question. Find elements in a given set that are not in the another set, and this can be done with the help of the set concept, which is called difference. s1 dot difference is a function. s2, okay, sorry, the spelling mistake I have done. It should be better to use tab. Difference. So what does it mean? s1 dot difference of s2, 4 5 is the answer. What is that? The elements which are present in s1 but not present in s2. So 3 for s1 actually 3 and 6 are present in s2, but 4 and 5 is not there. So it is giving you the elements which are present in s1 but not in s2. If you just write down the opposite, now obviously you can understand what will be the answer. It will give you the elements which are present in s2 but not in s1. See this one. Okay, also you can combine two set. Combine two set with the help of suppose s1 dot union. Union is the function name. This one, union s2, combination, collection of all the numbers. Obviously repetition will not done, because you know that set are unique. So in whatever values are common in s1 and both in s2, that will not be repeated, but it is combining. This is the union of set. You can go with the intersection also, s1 dot intersection also, s2 maybe, sorry, again the spelling mistake. It is better to use tab, then no spelling mistake will be there. Intersection of s2, better to use tab always. So you are getting only the common output which are common in s1 and s2, just common output in s1 and s2. Okay, this 3 and 6 both are common in s1 and s2. This one 3 and 6, this is the intersection. Okay, so this is what is set, where unique elements are there which is unordered. Okay, we can't go for any indexing or slicing into the set. We can use our set as like mathematical set to use the difference, intersection, union, all this function can be used. Okay, so this is all about the different data structures of Python, like list, tuple, dictionary and set. Okay, in some future videos we are going to do some more programs on all these 4 data structure, so that you can get some more clear idea about this data structure, because this is a most important part of Python. Okay everyone, thank you so much for watching.